Well, let's talk about the disappearance, because right now on the show, we're watching what happened in December of 2023. But February, reports came out that you allegedly ran away from Angela because you, quote, feared for your life. What happened?
Breaking TLC news. 90-day Fiancé fans. The internet is in meltdown mode after whispers exploded across fan forums claiming that Michael Ilesanmi, yes, Angela Deem's longtime on-again off-again husband, has secretly tied the knot again back in Nigeria. TLC hasn't said a word. Angela hasn't stopped talking, and viewers are trying to separate rumor from revelation. Cue the dramatic sting. Did Michael really remarry while cameras were rolling? Did TLC hide it from the audience to save a future season twist? And how did Angela find out? It started quietly, one anonymous Reddit post, allegedly from someone who worked with a cousin of Michael. Within hours, fan pages reposted screenshots claiming a civil marriage certificate had surfaced in Lagos dated late 2024. No spouse name was visible, only initials matching Michael's. At first, nobody took it seriously. TLC's current season had barely finished airing Angela and Michael's most recent argument marathon. Then an Instagram live from Angela changed everything. Angela appeared visibly upset, puffing on a vape, eyes red. In her unmistakable Georgia accent, she shouted, "Y'all think I'm stupid? Y'all think TLC tells me everything? They don't." That was enough for fans to connect dots. Something big had happened off camera. Angela Deem has built her TV identity around being outspoken, fiery, and in control. But in that live stream, she looked broken. Between bursts of anger, she muttered lines that sent fandom sleuths into overdrive. "I gave him my heart, my money, my everything. And he gone do this to me? Behind my back." To loyal viewers, that didn't sound like routine couple drama. That sounded like betrayal. Comments flooded in. Did Michael cheat again? What's she talking about? Did he marry someone else? TLC better not be sitting on footage. In true TLC fashion, both the network and Michael's management kept silent. That silence made things worse. The longer they refused to address the rumors, the more fans believed they were saving the story for TV. Entertainment bloggers reported that Michael's social media pages went private the same day the rumor broke. Angela, meanwhile, began liking comments accusing TLC of covering up lies. A fan compilation on TikTok reached over 5 million views within 48 hours, splicing together every suspicious clue. Michael's missing wedding ring in one clip, a blurred woman's voice in another. To understand the explosion, we need to rewind. Michael and Angela's story began years ago on 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90 days. She was the loud, lovable American grandma. He was the charming, soft-spoken Nigerian man. Fans rooted for them at first, complete opposites who somehow clicked. But soon, their saga became one of the franchise's most turbulent. Cheating accusations, trust issues, visa delays, and countless on-air blow-ups. They married legally in Nigeria, waited for the spousal visa, and weathered separations. Each season promised a new beginning but delivered another meltdown. The pattern: Michael apologizes, Angela forgives, they reunite, until the next betrayal rumor. By late 2024, the couple appeared barely hanging on. Angela accused Michael of controlling their joint social media accounts. Michael claimed emotional exhaustion. TLC cameras captured their final attempt at reconciliation, ending with Angela declaring she was done for good. Early 2025. An unverified image circulated on WhatsApp groups popular with Nigerian 90-Day Fiancé fans. It showed a small registry office decorated with gold balloons reading, "Just married." In the corner stood a man whose build and hairstyle matched Michael's. No clear face shot. No official confirmation. But fans matched the shirt pattern to one Michael had worn in a recent selfie. The internet did the rest. A Lagos gossip blog ran the headline, "Reality TV star Amai spotted at quiet ceremony. New bride identified?" Angela's camp went silent again, for about 12 hours. Then another live stream dropped. Angela stormed onto Instagram Live shouting, crying, pacing through her kitchen. She blasted TLC, she blasted bloggers, and she demanded answers. Reality TV fans were shocked by Michael's escape from Angela, which was revealed at the end of the 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after. Tell all. Despite the delay between filming and airing, details of Michael and Angela's tumultuous relationship couldn't be kept secret. Michael's harrowing journey to leave Angela, including escaping on foot with just essential documents, was finally described on the tell-all. Before last night's tell-all, 90 Day Fiancé fans knew that Michael Ilisamy had successfully fled the home of his estranged wife, Angela Deem, but TLC shocked viewers with Michael's update at the tail end. As with most reality TV shows, there will often be a few months delay between the filming of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, tell-alls and episodes, and when they air. By the same token, some reality television personalities and their storylines outgrow their shows of origin and are impossible to keep under wraps. If you've been keeping up with our coverage of Michael and Angela, you know that they're a perfect example of this. Editor's note: this article contains mentions of alleged domestic abuse and related topics that could be triggering for some readers and survivors. If you or someone you know is in need of assistance, please visit thehotline.org for assistance 24/7. Before we get into Michael's truly chilling flight from Angela, we'll recap what was known before last night's 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After tell-all. In late July, we reported that Angela had hired a private investigator in an attempt to expose Michael, but it didn't go very well for her, and she stormed off the set in a rage when the PI admitted he found nothing incriminating. The 90 Day Fiancé fandom hit their limit of watching Angela allegedly abuse Michael on camera, going so far as to demand TLC do something to help him. Before the tell-alls finished airing, Angela filed for an annulment from Michael, and as many fans speculated, she tried to claim Michael used her for a green card. Viewers overwhelmingly sided with Michael, as would anyone who has watched the show, and back in July, we reported on some initial statements Michael made about why he decided to finally leave Angela. The reason why I left Angie's house is because it's very, very sad. I wasn't treated like I'm her husband. I was treated like I'm just a nobody. Every day we fight. It's a lot for me to leave my marriage, for me to have left. It had gotten to the point where I couldn't just bear it anymore. So fans were well aware that Michael and Angela had separated, and TLC had no hope of keeping their breakup under wraps. Even if the erstwhile couple were quiet on social media, they weren't. Angela generated public records in filing to dissolve her marriage to Michael. Michael and Angela showed up at the beginning of the tell-all -9, which is a whole different story, and again at the very end. Angela spoke first, and then Michael told the story of his escape, which he said occurred a few days after the tell-all. After the tell-all, we went back home, and as usual, my wife Angie, she got hungry. She started giving me attitude and saying all sorts of things to me. Throughout the season, watching a soft-spoken Michael talk about his life with Angela hasn't been easy, and his account of leaving her was much the same as he calmly described a terrifying last-minute journey in a foreign country. It sounded like something out of a Lifetime movie, and Michael said that he left with just his backpack and his essential documents, on foot. So it got to a point I just had to leave. She says she wants to go out to make some errands, so she left the house. I went to the closet, picked up my backpack and my essential documents and my jacket, and I left the house. I walked for about 5 hours. I was so tired. My leg was as if it almost fell off me. At some point, I almost got bitten by a dog. Michael said God saved him, and that after hours of walking, he borrowed a stranger's phone to contact 1 or 2 friends. Kobe has repeatedly and consistently attempted to intervene on Michael's behalf, and fans on Reddit think that Kobe was one of the friends Michael mentioned. Michael eventually got to a bus station and traveled to an undisclosed location per TLC, and at the end of the segment, he seemed to assure fans of his safety as well as his now clear view of his marriage to Angela. I just want to move on with my life. I want to move on with my life, no one deserves to be treated this way. Another Reddit user shared a thread titled, "This tell-all saved Michael's life," and another simply rejoiced. Michael escaped. Warning: the following contains spoilers for part 3 of the 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After tell-all. Rewatch the season with a Max subscription, and read at your own risk. Michael Ilisamy has had his feet put to the fire during the tell-all for 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Thus far, with Angela Deem bringing in a private detective who secretly looked into his life, the mysterious Facebook page, and more. On the heels of finding out their post-show separation took a major step forward, we now have some more insight as to why this relationship never worked out. The private detective presented the findings of 100-plus pages of documents of what he dug up on Michael, and I expected some big reveal that validated why he and Angela weren't living happily ever after. Instead, he concluded that Michael was not cheating on Angela and that there was no evidence that he was scamming her to obtain citizenship in the United States. Under normal circumstances, this would be great news. It wasn't received that way, however, and now I'm no longer at all surprised that Michael fled their home in fear of his life in the time following this tell-all. Rather than relief, Angela began to berate the private detective, Michael, and everyone on stage. She claimed that Michael fooled everyone there and that he was definitely cheating and scamming her, and before anyone could respond, left the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after, tell-all stage. All Michael could do was continue to sit there, likely burned out from defending himself from a situation that never happened. At the end of the day, the major reason this married 90-day couple split is due to mistrust and an unwillingness to move forward. Michael may be blameless in the latest happily ever after tell-all, but we know he had an online affair with an American woman that Angela discovered. We also know that he had intimate relations with a woman when he was dating Angela before meeting her in person. Michael has a documented track record of infidelity, but that was the past. Now exonerated from any wrongdoing, Angela can't let go of the past and move forward with him. I'm not saying she has to do that, but if she's not willing to, then why hasn't she left him by now? It's a question we likely won't get the answer to during the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after tell-all, though we do have suspicions that her threats to get him removed from the country are largely empty. After all, we learned in a previous episode from a lawyer that Michael's status in the United States was protected regardless of the state of their marriage after he was approved for his visa. Based on that, I wouldn't expect to hear news he was headed back to Nigeria unless he himself wants to go there. Close. 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Star Angela Deem has been caught flirting with her former crush again after it was revealed that Michael Ilasami had left her for a new family in Texas. Angela is a 57-year-old woman who married Michael from Nigeria in January 2020. They had been together for 4 years before that. Angela and Michael's relationship suffered because of her anger issues and Michael's wandering eye. Angela never stopped being suspicious of Michael, even after he came to America. Her biggest fear came true when Michael went missing from her house in February. Angela Deem is suggesting she's interested in dating her former crush now that Michael Ilasami is no longer a part of her life. Angela posts many things on her Instagram stories that are a direct dig at Michael. This time around, Angela reposted a reel that hints at her current relationship status. Angela shared a video of Dr. Michael K. Obeng, who she used to heavily flirt with when he was operating on her for her weight loss surgery. The video showed Dr. Obeng getting a beard makeover. Angela always thought that Dr. Obeng, who also shares his first name with Michael, looked like Michael's twin. She had even asked him if he was married when they met. Angela's closeness with Dr. Obeng had created a lot of stress between her and Michael on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 6. Angela was getting a breast reduction from Dr. Obeng. Michael was not in agreement with her getting the procedure. Angela had also hidden the fact that Dr. Obeng invited her to his birthday party in Los Angeles from Michael. Michael was furious when he learned about it through the producers at the tell-all. Moreover, Dr. Obeng had dropped Angela back at her hotel when she complained of uneasiness at the party. Angela and Michael's quarrels over Dr. Obeng was a big part of their storyline for the season, and she had even broken up with him after the tell-all fight. Although there are rumors that Angela was fired from 90-Day Fiancé after she leaked a spoiler about her storyline, there's always a possibility of her returning to the show, since the network hasn't confirmed it. Angela could make a comeback for a new spin-off like 90-Day, The Single Life, to document her life as a single woman after 7 years of being in a relationship with Michael. 90-Day Fiancé's Angela often complained about how Michael was not paying attention to her when she returned to America after marrying him in January 2024. Angela used Dr. Obeng as a pawn to make Michael jealous, and she had succeeded to an extent. Angela's posting about the surgeon could be her sending a signal to Michael, hoping that he would feel insecure and reach out to her to take him back. Angela did have feelings for Michael, and he also loved her. It remains to be seen if Michael responds to her in his own way. A roller coaster romance. 90 Day Fiancé star Angela Deem and her husband, Michael Ilesanmi, have one of the most drama-packed relationships in the franchise. The couple was in a long-distance marriage for more than 2 years, and even endured a brief split. Are they still together today? Angela and Michael started their 90 Day Fiancé journey on Season 2 of 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days in 2018 after meeting online. They started dating long-distance shortly after and documented their first in-person meeting on their debut season. The pair continued to share their love story on Season 3 and Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé and Seasons 5, 6, and 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. Angela and Michael's love story was tumultuous, and they seemed to be constantly fighting over trust. Despite all of the drama, the couple got married in a beautiful wedding ceremony in Michael's native Nigeria in January 2020. Once Angela returned home to Georgia, she filed for Michael's visa that March. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the couple experienced major delays in the process. However, it wasn't all wedded bliss. The couple continued to fight, and one of the biggest arguments they had was captured on the Season 6 tell-all, which aired in August 2021. During their segment, Michael's Aunt Lydia said Angela should have used the money she spent on weight loss surgery and plastic surgery to try to have a baby with Michael. Their conversation ended in a screaming match, and Angela flashed the cameras with her new breasts after undergoing a boob job just 1 day prior to filming. Even though Angela and Michael's marriage seemed to be hanging on by a thread after that explosive face-off, they were able to move past it. In December 2021, Angela celebrated her birthday in Las Vegas with several of her 90 Day Fiancé franchise co-stars. While in Sin City, Angela was spotted by fans, and one of them shared details about what she told them during a conversation. Her and Michael are still together and waiting on his visa. She was in Las Vegas for a birthday. Her daughter Skyla was there too. The Redditor posted alongside a photo of her posing with Angela at one of the casinos in Nevada. That same month, Michael took to their shared Instagram account with a rare and heartfelt message to celebrate a special occasion, confirming they were still going strong, albeit at a distance. "I'm sending this loving birthday greeting to my darling wife. I'm sorry I can't be there with you to celebrate, but just know I'm counting down the minutes until I can," the 90 Day Fiancé gushed. Unfortunately, the couple sparked split rumors just 1 month later. Before joining the show, Michael and Angela had their own separate Instagram accounts. Since becoming reality TV stars, Michael had deactivated his profile, and Angela updated her account to make it into a joint page for her and her husband to share. Michael and Angela continued to share a joint Instagram account for 3 years, and split rumors started swirling when Michael reactivated and started using his separate account in January 2022. A human being is a single being, unique and unrepeatable. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Happy New Year 2022. Michael captioned his first post since reactivating his page on January 29, 2022. Angela, for her part, changed her Instagram handle to her full name, removing Michael's name from the account in the process. On February 1, 2022, Michael continued to add fuel to the breakup rumors when he was spotted hanging out with 90 Day Fiancé co-star Usman Sojaboy Umar in an Instagram video shared to the rapper's page. Sojaboy and Michael are both from Nigeria, but fans were shocked to see them spend time together after Sojaboy and Angela had previously taken jabs at each other. It seems Angela was upset that Michael was friendly with Sojaboy. 1 day later, she shared a screenshot of her husband and Sojaboy via her Instagram story. "Birds of a feather flock together," she wrote in the caption, while adding a laughing emoji over Michael's face. The "I love you" rapper reposted Angela's story and made several claims about her and her marriage to Michael. "So, this scammer called Ange Devil, now calling me and my innocent brother at its _ Michael names after using him to film for over 4 years and used all his money from Cameo to buy yourself a house and still refused to take him to US and leave him," Sojaboy alleged via Instagram stories. "Michael, don't worry, I will personally take you to America." Angela followed up by posting a screenshot of a WhatsApp conversation she seemingly had with Michael via her story. "Calling me out and him not cool. I see you, block me on IG," he allegedly said. She captioned the post, "Well, I hit a nerve." Truth always comes to light. When the couple returned for Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. In August 2022, It's clear the couple's relationship was rockier than ever. On their debut, Angela revealed she hadn't seen Michael since their wedding in Nigeria more than 2 years ago. "The biggest challenge our marriage is facing right now is the shadiest Michael's doing," she told the cameras. "He hardly ever calls. And when he does call, it's only about the visa or that he needs money. And on top of that, he's put his Instagram up despite knowing I'm against it. He even went so far as to block me." While Angela began to suspect that her husband was talking to other women, she seemingly started a new relationship with a man named Billy, whom she met online. "I don't know how much more time I can waste waiting on Michael if Michael is starting to give up on our marriage," the Hazelhurst, Georgia native continued in her solo confessional. "Michael and we might really be through." The drama in their relationship reached a peak on the October 2nd, 2022 episode. Angela decided to travel with her friend Renee to pay Michael a surprise visit. When Angela and Renee showed up at his house in Nigeria, she was ready for a fight. Things escalated so quickly that Angela even damaged Michael's car in the heat of the moment, and they had a screaming match. The couple was separated by Renee and Michael's uncle, and both Michael and Angela broke down in tears after their altercation. During the October 23rd, 2022 episode, the couple got into another argument when Angela crushed Michael's hopes of becoming an influencer. After they argued over Michael not allowing Angela to read his Instagram DMs, he revealed he hopes to use social media to make money. "I have no choice but to start making money on my own," he said. "As a 34-year-old man in Nigeria, I'm expected to take care of my family. In my culture, it is what we do. We work. We have responsibility. We have bills to pay. I don't give a god DK about no money, bitch," Angela yelled as she threw her purse on the ground. "You opportunist." She further slammed Michael's career aspirations in a confessional. "I don't know how to say this without being rude, but you've got to be interesting. He doesn't have charisma," Angela said. "Michael blocked me on Instagram, so maybe his plan to be an influencer and make money off of social media is a cover-up. The only reason Michael would block me is because he is flirting with women." Early on in their relationship, Angela and Michael were rocked by a cheating scandal when he admitted to receiving oral sex from another woman. While Angela was initially hurt by the news, she decided to continue working on their relationship. After Angela returned to the United States following her trip to Nigeria, a friend informed her that her husband had been talking to someone else via Instagram for 2 months. The friend sent along proof of his infidelity with screenshots and voice notes. "Not only since I was in Nigeria, but since I've come back, Michael has continued to talk to this girl," she told cameras through tears. Angela then played one of the voice notes that Michael sent to the other woman. "I'm trying to call you now. You're not picking up. I've been busy trying to sort things out. Okay? Just trust me, please," he said. "Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I will call you, please. I love you, and I miss you." Michael's message ended with him making kissing sounds.